Hey everybody, I think it's time to do another slow motion book haul because I've got a lot of books to show you and I'm really excited about these. So after posting yesterday about being sick and having COVID, I feel remarkably great this morning. I don't know why, but I do. So I'm going to roll with it and hope it continues. Today I'm going to share with you my slow motion book haul. That doesn't mean I'm going to be doing it in it just means I've accumulated a pretty large stack of books over the last week or two, so I wanted to share them because I'm very excited about it. So let's go ahead and get right to it. First up is actually a tie-in book. This is The Armageddon Engine. This is a Space 1999 story. So Space 1999 is a sci-fi show that was before my time, before I was even born, but I kind of rediscovered it partially through Jerry Anderson, who did Thunderbirds and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of love that the sci-fi of that area was a little freakier than it is now. And I don't know, it'll be interesting to see what this is like. Picked up Blood Colony from Tananarive Due. I read some of Tananarive Due's work in Out There Screaming. That was my first introduction. Then I read The Reformatory, which I loved. It was one of my favorite books of last year. This was published in 2008, and it's about an immortal African clan that's having to face the HIV and AIDS crisis. Sounds fascinating. I'm really looking forward to this one. And then I just bought myself, as sort of a celebration of finishing Lord of the Rings, The History of Middle-earth, Volume 3. These are the specific volumes where Christopher Tolkien really sort of recounts the creation of the Lord of the Rings. There are alternate takes. You get an insight into the creation of the book itself. This is a beautiful box set of hardcovers, really just well done, Alan Lee illustrations. And in fact, this box set's so beautiful, I'm really tempted to go ahead and get the other three at some point. I may just get them like once a paycheck or once every other paycheck, but all of them are great. And even though I would be kind of repeat buying some things like the Silmarillion and the Unfinished Tales, which I just bought singularly, I do love this box set. I think it's really gorgeous. And then I've got a couple books I got at the Barnes & Noble 1/3 off hardcover sale that they were doing in store. And these are both books I've been wanting to pick up for a while. First one is House of Bone and Rain by Gabino Iglesias. I really love the sound of this one. I love this cover. I've been intrigued from the get-go. And it's gotten so many good reviews on here and on various social media platforms. Planning on prioritizing this probably next month because I definitely want to get to this very, very soon. And then I got The Demon of Unrest by Eric Larson. Eric Larson got me by the throat with Devil in the White City. Love that book. Have read, I think, 3 other books of his now and loved all of them. And some of them aren't even necessarily about topics I was interested in ahead of time. But I think one of the reasons why I love Larson's books is he's so good at storytelling, at being a storyteller. Finally, this is a book I have been waiting for a very long time. I pre-ordered it when it first came out, and it's kind of hard to believe I have it in my hands. It is the DC Comics Style Guide. So this is the DC Comics Style Guide from the 80s. There's a few different editions published of it, and I think they talk a little bit about in this. I haven't really started reading it yet. I just flipped through it. But I think this sort of combines a few different versions of that style guide. But basically, this is a facsimile of a sort of a business-to-business style guide that would be provided to people who made merch for DC Comics in the 80s. And one of the things that makes this so special, beyond just being, a fantastic sort of look into what this sort of a document would be like in the 80s. There's black and white and color art throughout. There's these different kind of turnarounds of the different characters. This art is by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, an absolute legend amongst DC comic book fans, amongst comic book fans, because his art is beautiful, it's detailed, it's iconic. I'm so excited to have this.